Listen up, you beautiful, broken, dangerous little miracle. Yeah, you. You sitting there scrolling, half numb, half screaming inside. Dude, I'm not okay. How the hell did you know this exact scenario was coming? You really want to know? You really want the answer? Good. Because I'm not here to pat you on the head. I'm here to rip the mask off your face and shove a mirror in front of you until you either snap or wake up. You think this situation you're in right now is some wild cosmic coincidence. The heartbreak, the burnout, the fake friends, the I'm fine messages sent with tears in your eyes, the late night anxiety about money, wasted time, missed chances, your future collapsing like a badly built Jenga tower. You think nobody could have seen this coming, but you know I did, because deep down, you did. You've been feeling the slow motion car crash for a long time, haven't you? You saw the red flags. You felt the knots in your stomach. You heard that tiny voice in your head whisper, "This is gonna blow up, eventually." And what did you do? You scrolled. You laughed it off. You said, "I'll deal with it later." You said, "It's not that bad." You said, "They wouldn't do that to me." You said, "I've still got time." You didn't just walk into this scenario. You built it, brick by brick, thought by thought, decision by decision. Let's talk about why I knew this was going to happen. Because you are predictable. You hate hearing that, I know. You want to believe you're special, unique, impossible to read. But you're not. Not yet. You run the same scripts. You avoid the hard conversation. You choose short-term comfort over long-term respect. You say yes when your whole soul is screaming no. You stay where they tolerate you instead of where they actually value you. You treat your own needs like a side quest in your own life. And you think the universe did you dirty. No. You betrayed yourself first. Everyone else just followed the blueprint you handed them. That's how I knew. Let's dig deeper, because you asked for it. You knew that relationship was off. Remember those early moments? The jokes that cut a little too deep. The "I'm just busy" that started happening more often. That feeling that if you stopped trying, it would all fall apart. You felt that. Your chest tightened. Your brain started overthinking. You opened your phone, looking for something, anything, to distract you from the truth. And instead of walking away, you said, "Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe if I'm more chill, they'll stay." Do you see it yet? You didn't lose them today. You started losing yourself the moment you chose their comfort over your own reality. So when you say, "Greater than," dude, I'm not okay. How did you know this exact scenario was coming? It's because this scenario was manufactured by your patterns. You don't end up in chaos by accident when you ignore every early warning sign your body sends like alarms going off in a burning building. Let's talk about your life, not just your love life. You knew your mental health was sliding. You knew the late nights, the doom scrolling, the "I'll start next week" and "I'll sleep later" and "who cares, I'm already messed up anyway." You knew that wasn't harmless. You knew you were running from something, from responsibility, from grief, from disappointment, from the fear that if you slowed down for even 1 second, the silence would expose how overwhelmed and lost you actually feel. So you kept going. You laughed extra loud. You posted memes like armor. You became the chill one, the funny one, the "I'm good, don't worry about me" one. And now you're saying, "How did you know I'd end up like this?" Because when you constantly numb instead of feeling, constantly escape instead of confronting, constantly save everyone else while abandoning yourself, there is only one destination. This one. The collapse. The breakdown. The I'm not okay. Here's the twist. This was always going to happen. Not because you're cursed, not because you're broken beyond repair, but because your life has been begging, screaming for a plot twist. You don't change when things are kinda okay. You don't wake up when the pain is mild. You don't rewrite your story when the comfort is tolerable. You change when it's too much. When your chest feels heavy for no reason. When the silence feels violent. When you look at yourself and think, I don't even recognize who I am anymore. That's where you are. And that's where I knew you were heading. Because people like you, the ones who feel everything, the ones who overthink everything, the ones who carry everyone else's weight. You don't crash a little. You crash loud. But here's the part that nobody tells you. The collapse is not the end. It's the audition for who you're about to become. Let's strip it down. You're not okay. Say it. In your head or out loud. I'm not okay. Feel how heavy that is. How real. How much you've been running from that sentence. Now here's the question. What are you going to do with that truth? Because this is the fork in the road where most people choose one of two paths. One, numb out harder. They double down. More distractions, more denial, more fake smiles. They paste themselves back together with jokes and coping mechanisms and hope nobody sees the cracks. 2, burn the script. They say, yeah, I'm not okay, and I refuse to stay this version of me. I need you to understand something brutal. No one is coming to save you. They're not. Not your friends, not your family, not that person you wish would text you back, not some sudden miracle. Everyone is busy starring in their own movie. You're a side character in their story. But you're supposed to be the main character in yours. And right now the main character is sitting there, hurt, confused, asking, how did you know this exact scenario was coming? Because this is Act 2, the breakdown, the moment everything falls apart, so you can decide what kind of monster, angel, warrior, or lunatic you're going to be in Act 3. Let's talk about the part of you I see that you keep pretending doesn't exist. You think you're weak because you cry easily. You think you're pathetic because you overthink. You think you're behind because other people your age look more put together. You scroll past success stories and think, why not me? What's wrong with me? You want to know the real joke? You are terrifyingly powerful. That's the problem. You feel too much. That means when you finally commit to something, you're going to feel it with your whole chest. You think too much. That means when you finally aim that brain at something other than your own destruction, you're going to outthink almost everyone. You've survived too much. That means once you stop merely surviving and start building, you're going to move like someone who knows pain personally and does not fear it. You are not weak. You are untrained. You've been using your mind like a weapon against yourself instead of for yourself. That's why you're not okay. That's why I knew this scenario was coming. You can't keep aiming a loaded gun at your own future and be surprised when something gets hit. So what now? Let's get uncomfortably specific. You knew that environment was draining you. You stayed. You knew those people were using you. You justified it. You knew your habits were killing your potential. You joked about it. You knew you were lying every time you said, I'm good. You kept saying it. From today on, you don't get to act shocked. You get to act different. You don't get to say, "How is this happening to me?" You start saying, "Of course this happened, and now I get to decide what happens next." You don't get to ask, "Why am I like this?" You start asking, "Who do I have to become so this never happens again?" Because here's the real power move. Stop being predictable. You always forgive too fast. Try not answering the phone. You always say yes. Start saying, "Let me think about it," and never get back to them. You always chase. Stop. Let them feel your absence for once. You always numb out with your phone. Delete the app you use most for a week. Watch how violently your brain screams. That's the addiction talking. That's your leash. You always stay quiet to keep the peace. Say the thing, the real thing, even if your voice shakes. Become the version of you nobody expects, especially not the version of you that built this mess. You want empowering? Here's your empowerment, raw and ugly. No one did this to you without your participation, but that also means no one can fix it without your permission. You are not a background character in your own suffering. You are the writer. You are the director. You are the villain and the hero in the same body on the same day. You know why people like me can predict your life. Because you operate on autopilot. You repeat the same emotional patterns, same excuses, same fears. All I have to do is follow the loop. You break the loop. You become unpredictable. To them, to me, to the old you. And that is where your power starts. Let's go even deeper, because you didn't ask for a cute little pep talk. You asked for the truth that hurts. You are scared of 3 things more than anything. 1, being abandoned. 2, failing publicly. 3, admitting that you don't actually like the life you've built. So you cling. You play small. You act chill. You convince yourself that it's fine, because at least it's familiar. But familiar is what got you here. Let me ask you something vicious. If you met someone who treated you the way you treat yourself, ignored your feelings, downplayed your needs, forced you to keep performing while you were clearly falling apart, would you call that person a good friend? No? Then why are you loyal to that version of you? You are loyal to your own suffering. That's the sick joke. You defend it. You argue for it. You cling to it like it's your identity, greater than "I'm just like this," greater than "I've always been this way," greater than "it's whatever." No, it's not whatever. It's your life. You say, "Dude, I'm not okay." Good. That means there's still a part of you that knows this isn't the life you're supposed to settle for. Numb people don't say, "I'm not okay." They just float. You're not floating. You're aching. That ache, that's your soul banging on the walls, screaming, "Wake up, please. I'm still in here." You are not behind. You're not too late. You're at the exact point in the story where the main character realizes they've been living as a side version of themselves, and something has to snap. This scenario, this heartbreak, this burnout, this loneliness, this confusion, it's a checkpoint, not a tombstone. I knew you were coming here, to this exact emotional meltdown, to this exact "I can't keep doing this" moment, because people like you can't live half alive forever. Eventually the pressure builds, the mask cracks, the fake smile trembles, the "I'm fine" slips, and then you crash right into the truth. Here it is. You want love that doesn't make you beg. You want friends who don't just hit you up when they need something. You want money that isn't just survival. You want a life that feels like yours, not something you're watching from the outside. You want respect. From others, sure, but mostly from yourself. And I knew this was coming because you were never going to move until it hurt this much. So what do you actually do now? Not in some vague, work on yourself way. I mean practical, cold, step-by-step chaos. Start telling the truth, not to them, to yourself. I'm not happy here. I don't trust them. I'm exhausted. I feel used. I am scared. Say it. Own it. No more sugarcoating. Audit your circle. Who drains you every time you talk? Who do you always have to chase? Whose name lighting up your phone gives you anxiety, not peace? That's your list. You don't need to block them yet. Just slowly stop feeding that connection. Starve it. Make one decision that favors your future self, not your current comfort. 1. Sleep earlier. Work on that skill for 30 minutes. Say no to that plan you don't even want to go to. Put your phone across the room while you sleep. Just one move that says, I matter. Stop romanticizing your own destruction. The haha, I'm so toxic jokes. The I'm the problem lol. The I'm just broken this way. That's not funny. That's programming. And your brain is taking notes. You want to know the real reason I knew this exact scenario was coming? Because you're not meant for a quiet little life, where you never question anything, never feel deeply, never break. You are too intense, too sensitive, too awake. People like you either go one of two ways. They drown in their own feelings, or they learn to surf them and become untouchable. Right now you're drowning, but you're still thrashing. You haven't gone still. That means you're not done. You are dangerous when you finally decide to stop searching for someone to rescue you and start building the version of you that would have never ended up here in the first place. The version of you who sees the red flags and walks away the first time. Who says, no, that doesn't work for me, without apologizing. Who doesn't shrink to be liked? Who doesn't beg to be chosen? Who doesn't keep betraying themselves just to keep the peace? That version of you, they're already inside you, buried under years of conditioning, fear, people-pleasing, and survival mode. This scenario, this is the earthquake shaking the ground enough to crack the surface so that version can crawl out. So when you say, dude, I'm not okay, how did you know this exact scenario was coming? It's because collapse is what happens right before transformation in people like you. You were never meant to stay half asleep. You were always going to hit a wall. You were always going to reach a point where the pain of staying the same finally outweighed the fear of changing. That's where you are, right now, on that edge. You're not okay. Good. Now do something with it. Because the real question isn't, how did you know this would happen? It's, what are you going to do with the version of you that walks out of this? That version of you that walks out of this. Yeah, that one. You keep pretending you don't know who I'm talking about, but you do. You've seen flashes of them every time you got angry and swallowed it, every time you wanted to disappear and didn't, every time you thought, I can't do this anymore, and then you still got up the next day. You think that's weakness. I'm telling you that's the preview. You're sitting here saying you're not okay, and honestly, you're right. But you're also way more dangerous like this than you realize. Because when a person gets to that, I genuinely have nothing left to lose feeling, that's when they either crash completely, or they become someone nobody recognizes anymore, in the best kind of way. And I don't mean that fake New Year, new me stuff. I mean the kind of shift where people from your past would see you and think, what happened to them? They don't move the same. They don't react the same. I can't read them anymore. That's the version I'm talking about. You think it's some big cinematic transformation with music playing in the background and everything clicking in one day. It's not. It's awkward. It's messy. It's you sitting there like you are right now, mind racing, heart heavy, and going, okay, I can't keep doing this. Something has to change. I don't even know where to start, but I can't stay here. That's the doorway. You keep waiting for motivation. You keep waiting to feel ready. You keep waiting for the pain to magically disappear before you start moving differently. It doesn't work like that. You move with your chest tight. You change your life with your hands still shaking. You set boundaries while your voice is cracking. You walk away from people while your heart is begging you to go back. You don't transform once the pain is gone. You transform while it's screaming in your ear. And yeah, of course I knew this scenario was coming, because everything about your life has been building to this line in the sand. I'm not okay, and I'm finally done pretending that's acceptable. You know that feeling you get when you're about to send a risky text or say something that might change everything? That buzzing under your skin, that mix of fear and excitement. That's the energy you have access to right now, but you've been wasting it on panicking instead of deciding. You keep asking, what if I cut them off and I'm alone? What if I try and I still fail? What if I change and people think I'm weird, selfish, dramatic? All right, cool, flip it. What if you don't? What if you keep doing this for another year? Same late night overthinking, same conversations where you downplay your feelings, same job you hate, same half relationship where you're basically begging to be prioritized. Picture that. Not the fantasy, the loop. You wake up, check your phone, feel nothing. You drag yourself through a day that doesn't feel like it belongs to you. You go to sleep tired, not from doing meaningful things, but from carrying unspoken stuff in your chest. Repeat, repeat, repeat. You know that's scarier than change. You feel it. That's why your chest feels like there's a trap door under it all the time. You're not crazy. You're just aware that this version of your life is too small for you, and you've been trying to contort yourself to fit into it anyway. Every time you dim yourself down, every time you laugh off something that actually hurt, every time you over-explain to people who never deserved that level of access to your mind in the first place, that's you shrinking to match a life you've outgrown. And here's the messed up part. You're good at enduring. You've survived a lot. You know how to take hits. You know how to hold yourself together in public while falling apart in private. That's exactly why life had to push you this far. Because if it only hurt a little bit, you'd stay. If they only disrespected you sometimes, you'd rationalize it. If the anxiety was just a background noise instead of a constant siren, you'd keep pushing it off. This level of pain, this isn't punishment. This is a drag-out-of-bed awakening. You think you're losing it, but this might be the first time you're actually seeing clearly. You see who doesn't check on you unless you're useful. You see who you're always defending, even when they wouldn't do the same for you. You see how much of your personality is just a coping mechanism. You see how often you laugh when you want to cry, how often you say it's cool when it's absolutely not, how often you swallow whole thunderstorms and call it being chill. And yeah, I knew this exact scenario was coming, because a person like you can only lie to themselves for so long before something in them snaps. That snap you feel right now. That, I can't keep doing this, I swear to God. That isn't you breaking. That's your true self walking up to the front and saying, "Move, I'm driving." You're exhausted because you've been dragging around a version of yourself that exists just to keep everyone else comfortable. The adaptable one, the forgiving one, the funny one, the emotionally responsible one, the one who understands everybody's trauma while they step all over yours. You know what happens when that version finally gets tired? You stop being easy to manipulate. You stop being easy to guilt trip. You stop being easy to keep on the shelf for when it's convenient. And that scares people. Because the new version of you doesn't send 3 paragraphs explaining why you're hurt. They just stop showing up. The new version doesn't treat their emotions like an inconvenience. They treat them like data, like signals, like non-negotiable truth. Imagine this for a second. Just play it in your head like a scene. Someone does that little thing to you again. The comment, the joke, the "my bad, you're sensitive," the thing that normally hits a nerve and makes you spiral. Old you laughs, overthinks later, maybe vents to a friend, forgives, repeats. New you looks at it once and goes, "Yeah, I'm done," and then acts like it.